Welcome to the An English Coffee Office. Today is Tuesday, January 6, and like every morning, David and Alex are at the coffee machine.
Morning, Alex. Is the coffee machine actually working today, or is it just teasing us again?
Good morning, David. It seems to be cooperating for once, thankfully.
Thank goodness for that. I honestly don't think I could function without my morning caffeine fix today.
Rough start to the morning?
You have no idea. My alarm didn't go off and I had to rush to get the kids to school.
That sounds stressful. At least you made it here in one piece.
Barely. Anyway, I need to wake up fast because I have a sales meeting in 30 minutes.
Is that with the new client from Chicago?
Exactly. I need to be sharp. By the way, did you see the news on USA Today this morning about the new Apple gadgets?
You mean the article about the Vision Air glasses? I saw the headline but didn't click on it.
You have to check it out. It was published yesterday, January 5, 2026. It's a total game changer for people in my line of work.
Really? I thought our glasses were just for gamers or designers. What makes these different?
Well, according to the article, these new glasses feature a real-time translation overlay. It projects subtitles onto the lens while people speak.
That actually sounds incredibly useful for international business. So, if a client speaks Spanish, you just see English text?
Exactly. The article says it supports over 50 languages instantly. Imagine how much easier my trips to Europe would be.
That is impressive. Did they mention anything about the battery life? That is usually the bottleneck with wearable tech.
They did. It apparently lasts for 12 hours on a single charge, which is enough for a full workday.
12 hours is decent. But to be honest, I worry about the social aspect. Isn't it weird to talk to someone wearing glasses like that?
Maybe a little at first. But the report says they look just like normal prescription glasses, not like those bulky headsets from a few years ago.
I suppose we will get used to it. Just like we got used to smartphones. Technology moves so fast these days.
It certainly does. Speaking of moving fast, did you catch that piece in the Boston Globe about the trade deal?
The one regarding the lithium supply? Yes, I read that over the weekend. January 3, 2026, right?
That's the one. EU and Mercosur signed historic green lithium supply deal. It sounds pretty major for the economy.
It is huge. As a project manager, I'm always looking at supply chains, and this is going to stabilize things significantly.
I was thinking more about the cost of electric vehicles. If we have a steady supply of lithium, prices should drop, right?
In theory, yes. The article mentioned that the deal removes tariffs on lithium imports for EV batteries specifically.
That is great news. I have been wanting to upgrade my company car to an electric model, but the prices are still a bit steep.
This should help. But what I found interesting was the green part of the headline. It's not just about cheap materials.
Oh really? I missed the fine print? What does it entail?
The agreement enforces strict environmental standards on the mining process. They can't just dig it up without restoring the land.
That is a good point. We need the resources, but we can't destroy the planet to get them.
Exactly. It also reduces our reliance on other unstable markets. It's a strategic move for both Europe and South America.
It makes sense. It seems like everyone is trying to secure resources for the next 10 years.
We have to. The demand for batteries is only going to go up. It's better to have a signed agreement now than to scramble later.
True. It's all about planning ahead, which is something you are definitely better at than me.
Hey, I just manage the timelines. You are the one bringing in the revenue.
I try my best. But honestly, sometimes I wish I had a bit more time to relax. Did you see the news about California?
Let me guess. The article in the New York Times about the work week?
You know me too well. California enacts 32-hour workweek pilot for large tech firms. Published January 4, 2026.
I knew that would catch your eye. It's a pilot program though, isn't it?
Yes, but it's mandatory for tech companies with over 500 employees. Imagine having a 3-day weekend every single week.
It sounds lovely, David, but I wonder about the logistics. How do you fit 5 days of work into 4?
The article says productivity actually stays the same or even increases because people are less burned out.
I have read studies about that. For a project manager, it sounds like a nightmare to schedule meetings.
Come on, Alex. You could compress the meetings. Less talk, more action.
Easier said than done, but the article did mention that salaries remain at 100%. Right, no pay cuts?
That is the best part. Same pay, less hours. They are doing it to prevent burnout in the tech sector.
It is a noble goal. Burnout is a real issue. If California makes it work, maybe it will spread to other industries.
I hope so. I would love to see our CEO adopt that policy here. Can you imagine?
I think we would need to see some solid data from this pilot program first. Our management is pretty conservative.
True. They still think working remotely is a temporary trend.
Exactly. But if the results from the 500 companies in the pilot are positive, they might not have a choice.
I'll keep my fingers crossed. Until then, I guess I'm stuck with the standard 40 hours.
Or 50, depending on how your sales targets look this month.
Don't remind me. I have to hit a big number by the 31st.
Well, those Apple glasses might help you close the deal if your client speaks French or German.
You were right. I should put in a request for a pair. Call it essential equipment.
Good luck with that. I'm sure they will approve it immediately.
I detect a hint of sarcasm, Alex.
Just a little. Anyway, I should get going. I have a team meeting at 9:30 to go over the quarterly projections.
Sounds thrilling. I need to prepare my pitch for this Chicago client.
Make sure you emphasize the long-term value. That's what they care about.
Will do. Thanks for the tip. We should touch base later about the project launch.
Definitely. Let's grab lunch around 1 if you are free.
1 works for me. I'll put it in the calendar.
Perfect. Have a good meeting, David. Go get them.
You too, Alex. Try not to work too hard.
Time to get to work. Don't forget to subscribe and practice your English every day. You'll see how it just keeps getting better and better. See you tomorrow. Hope you have a fantastic day.